Hello, everybody. What's going on? How are you all doing? What it do? What it do? What it do? How are you all doing? Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? If you can hear me, just put yes in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. All right. Just put me in the chat if you can hear me. Hey, hey, hey. I am joined tonight with my husband. He's going to be moderating in the comments. So there you have it. Okay, cool beans. Nice, 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 nice. So I want to take a moment to welcome everyone to the live stream. I just sent out a text message to our SMS text message list. So if you're not on our SMS list, I need to create a mini chat for that. But anyway, you can go to itswinningseason.com to get on our SMS list. I'm gonna make one for live real quick. Let's see, what do you think the code should be, boo? Well, I'll do it afterwards, okay? Let me not get distracted. I just had a really, really, really good nap, and so I am excited. I had a lot of energy, basically. So I wanted to come here today and talk about marketing. Let me pull up a screenshot real quick. And then I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself, and then we're going to dive into today's content. Also, let's see. Let me find this screenshot real quick. Okay. Cool. All right. So today I want to talk about marketing campaigns and the importance of having marketing campaigns and like why you would have marketing campaigns in the whole nine, right? So I first want to introduce myself, and then I want to get into marketing campaigns, launching, all of the things. That's what I'm gonna be talking about. And if you ever get sick and tired of me talking about marketing, then you probably should unfollow me, because that's what I'm gonna talk about majority of the time, mainly because Black people should be marketing. Yes, I know I have other races that follow me, but I want you all to know that Black people should be marketing. 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 Okay? So let me take a moment to introduce myself, and then we're going to go from there. So my name is Audria Richmond. I'm a marketing and launch strategist. I work directly with my clients to teach them how to build uncloned brands and launch profitable marketing campaigns. We are the brand that you come to when you want to become or remain the obvious choice of your industry. And what does that essentially mean? That means that if you are the obvious choice of your industry, whenever someone thinks about your product, whenever somebody needs your product or service, your brand comes to mind instantly. Let me repeat that. What does it mean to become the obvious choice of your industry? It essentially means that if I need a photographer, a videographer, a hairstylist, a boutique, whatever it is that you all sell, if I need those things, your brand instantly come top of mind, and I tell people, hey, go do business with XYZ. That's what it means to become the obvious choice. If your brand is not being mentioned in rooms that you are not in, if your brand is not being talked about while you're not around, you are not the obvious choice, okay? And you become the obvious choice through what? Let me guess. Marketing, okay? That's how you become the obvious choice. People cannot remember to refer you, talk about you, or tell people to come and do business with you if they simply just don't know that you exist. Okay? So just keep that in mind as we continue this conversation. Just continue to remember that, like, I have to be diligent about getting my brand in front of people. I have to be diligent about making sure that people know my brand exists. And the only way you do that is through marketing. All right. So, if you own a Black owned business, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. And when I say Black owned business, it doesn't mean that you only serve Black people. If you are a Black CEO, that's maybe what I should have said. If you are a Black CEO and you run a business, put a 1 in the chat. Also, don't just come on here and just get the information, share this live stream out, right? I know every single person on here should have a biz bestie, somebody that they talk business with, somebody who understands them. And if you don't, that's a whole nother problem for a whole nother day. But if you have a biz bestie, someone that you talk business with, invite them into the live stream. All right. So I'm gonna ask the question again. If you are a Black CEO and you run a business, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. If you are a Black CEO and you run a business, put a 1 in the chat. Okay. Cool beans. So let's talk about something that I read in the book. Let me first tell you what the name of the book is. The name of the book is called Black Economics, Solution for Economic and Community Empowerment. Okay. That's the book that I'm currently reading. Okay. The name of the book is called Black Economics, Solution for Economic and Community Empowerment. Before I get into this quote, can I tell you what made me go and start studying Black business from an economic perspective? Just put me in the chat if you're interested in hearing that story, right? I think it's important that you understand, like, why am I studying economic business books for Black-owned businesses? Why am I doing that? Like, why am I doing that? Just put me in the chat, okay? I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people tonight, and then we having a thorough conversation. Okay, great. Thank you. So, also, if we have any UnCloned Launch Circle members, mastermind clients, thank you all so much for joining us tonight on this live stream. If you are part of the UnCloned community and UnCloned family, hey. Okay? So, what made me start studying Black-owned businesses is because I'm sick and tired of us saying that things are hard. Yes, we know that it's hard. Shit, living life is hard. Like, you know, we have a cancellation process when people leave our programs, and they get to rate the program. They also get to give feedback on the program. And I really want to spotlight people leave our community for 4 reasons. Okay. The first reason they leave our community is that it's just a financial thing, which the whole point of the Launch Circle is to make money. The second reason people leave the Launch Circle is because they don't like the setting. They're paying this much, wanting this much. Okay? They're paying this much, wanting this much. Okay? I do have a way for you to get this much access, but it ain't gonna cost this much. Okay? But nevertheless, they want a different way of the community structure, right? The third reason that people leave is because they don't have time. And then the fourth reason that people leave is because it's hard. Okay? How many of you all resonated with any of that? Like, oh, I'm having financial issues. The second reason is, I don't have the time. Launching this thing you teach is hard. Or simply put, I don't like the way that I get to interact with you, Audria Richmond. You have this coach in this program, but I don't get to interact with you. All right. Now, let me be clear. We have clients who pay me $30,000 a year to work with me. Okay. $30,000. And then we got people who pay $247 a month or less, depending on when you join, to be inside the Launch Circle. Okay. Ain't no way in the hell I'm going to give you $30,000 level access, feedback, all of that for $247 a month. Okay. The fact that you get access to my entire brain in a in a step-by-step process is really like insane to me, right? But I understand I may not be everybody's cup of tea. To be honest, I'm a very direct person. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm not going to motivate you. My mom used to think, before she passed away, my mom used to think that like I was a motivational speaker. I don't think I'm a motivational speaker. I may say motivational things, but I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not here to stroke your ego. I'm not here to try to make you feel good, because I feel like there's a lot of people who help you feel good, right? There's a lot of people that do that. There's pastors, there's motivational speakers, there's church sermons, there's motivational books, there's affirmation cards, there are affirmation books. There are a lot of things that's out there to make you feel good. So if you're looking for feel good, I'm probably not your person, right? Now, if you're talking about, as the young folks say, standing on business, if you serious about getting this bread, if you're serious about changing the whole aspect of your life and your legacy, if you're serious about becoming the obvious choice of your industry, if you're serious about growing an uncloned brand, that's who I'm here to serve. And so when people would say things like, it's hard, this is a lot of work, this, that, and the third, I just wonder, like, why do we think like that? Especially as Black people, right? Like, why do we think that everything is hard? Why do we think work is hard, right? Like, I was watching some videos on YouTube, and I came across this guy who was talking about educating Black people. And the thing that he talked about was how Black people only want to be entertained and they only want to laugh. That's it, right? They only want to be entertained and they only want to laugh. And he talked about how we're always looking for some hustle, some come up. Like, we're never serious. Like, we don't invest. We're always complaining about things we actually have power to control. Think about that. That's kind of sad when you think about it. Like, you have power to control the thing you're complaining about, yet you choose complaining because it make you feel good. If it make you feel good to blame somebody, it make you feel good to tell, to make excuses. It make you feel good. So because it make you feel good, you would rather complain. You would rather, talk to a homegirl or a homeboy and just vent and complain instead of just fixing the problem, right? For every problem that you have, there is a book. For every problem you have, there is a course. For every problem you have, there's a program. For every problem you have, there's a YouTube video, which is FREE. I was going to say the rest, but it's irrelevant to this topic. I was thinking about Glorilla's song. But anyway, I wanted to read something from this book that I read, okay? The name of the book is called Black Economics, Solution for Economic and Community Empowerment, all right? This is what he had to say about Black-owned businesses from a marketing and advertising perspective. If you're ready, just put ready in the chat, all right? If you're ready, just put ready in the chat. I'm going to read to you something that he said in his book that made me be like, you know what? I need to take a pause from reading this book, because the more and more I read this book, the more and more I got upset. Okay? The more and more I read this book, the more and more I got upset. Matter of fact, I'm going to read you 3 screenshots. Okay? The first, let me start with the earlier one. Okay? Peep this. I want y'all to listen. The reality is that African Americans still have the same desires and needs that they had in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s in the 21st century. But the new economy is no longer paying $18 an hour for low-skilled positions. Those jobs either have been eliminated, shipped overseas, or have been phased out due to the utilization of robots. Let me read that again, because I need y'all to get this. Okay? I need y'all, if you don't, I've been studying us, Black people. Why are we so behind in every category? Why are we so behind in every category? We're behind in finance. We're behind in marriage. We're behind in education. We're behind in every category. Every. Does that not scare you? Does that not piss you off? Does that, like, why are we allowing this narrative to continue to be what we believe and what we go with? Why are we not taking, when leaders like myself, when we show up to educate, why we don't tap in? Like, it really, really, really makes me sad. But I want to read this again, okay? The reality is that African Americans still have the same desires and needs that they had in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s in the 21st century, all right? But the new economy is no longer paying $18 an hour for low-skilled positions, okay? Those jobs have either been eliminated, shipped overseas, or have been phased out due to the utilization of robots. And then now we can tack on AI. this basically what he said. Basically what he said is that we don't have high level skills. And so because we don't have high level skills, we're going to be phased out. Black people, we're going to be phased out, or our jobs are going to be eliminated, shipped overseas, or replaced with robots. You can also tack on AI because that's a thing now. Why am I saying this to y'all? Why are we even talking about marketing and marketing campaigns? I'm going to get to the marketing segment of the book. Okay? This really made me sad because I'm just like, we are so talented, but we don't take ourselves seriously. We don't take our work seriously. We don't take getting our work out there seriously. We don't take marketing seriously. We don't take putting ourselves out there in a big way seriously. And it's not good, y'all. It's really legit not good. So let me read another a segment out of this book. The issue of civil rights has been a major public concern in the mid-1960s, but it has been declining in popularity over the past 25 years. Surveys show that whites believe that our problems have been solved. Almost 3/4 of whites surveyed in 1989 believed that opportunities improved for blacks in the Reagan era. Let me read that again, and I'm going to slow it down for the people in the back, okay? I really need y'all to hear what I'm saying, okay? We're going to talk about marketing campaigns. We're going to talk about get your business out there. But I first need to let you know why the hell we are in this situation to begin with. So let me reread this, okay? The issue of civil rights have been a major public concern in the mid-1960s, but it has been declining in popularity in the past 25 years, okay? Surveys show that whites believe that the problems have been solved, okay? Almost 3/4 of whites surveyed in 1989 believed that opportunities have been improved during the Reagan era. That basically the Reagan, as President Reagan era, right? Basically, opportunities have improved for us. How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to go live, but you don't? How many of us know that we have the opportunity to advertise, but you don't? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to create IP, but we don't? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to get our IP protected, whether it be a trademark, copyright, patent, but we don't? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to get paid, but we don't sell? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to market our business, but we don't? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to create any business, but we don't? How many of you all know that we have the opportunity to go get funding, but we don't? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about the few people on social media who's killing it. I'm not talking about the 10% or the 20% that's killing it. I'm talking about the people who are playing business. Just because you got an Instagram business account, right? You got an Instagram business account. On top of having an Instagram business account, you know, you might have a website, because some of y'all been listening to a lot of these coaches that's telling you don't need a website. So you may have a website. Like, when they say that opportunities have changed for us, it has. Okay? I don't know why that effect came out, but clearly it was for the perfect moment. I don't know how the hell I did that. How the hell did that happen? I don't know. That's going to be a great clip to cut up for social media. So when they say that our opportunities have changed for us, it did, right? That's some bull. What we don't want is to do is simplify a complex issue. Better go watch Origins. It's an Apple effect. Oh, okay. I hear you, and there's so much more in this discussion. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what this is, right? I don't know what this is. Like this special effect, I don't know. But let me say this. These little articles, really it's a sentence. These sentences that I'm reading from this book is obviously not going to solve an entire black issue. And I'm not here to be a professor to talk about black history. I'm mentioning things from the book that triggered me to be able to discuss during this live stream. Now, if you're looking for full-blown history, footnotes, the full conversation, go get the book, because I'm not here to reteach bruh book. I'm here to spotlight some things that was triggering to me that affects us as Black people. And as a Black leader, it is my job to bring awareness to some things to heighten your awareness. Okay? So the name of the book is called Black Economics, Solutions for Economic and Community Empowerment. Okay? Black Economics, Solutions for Economic and Community Empowerment. That's the name of the book. Okay? I'm going to put the replay up so you can catch the replay. But let's carry on. So there's one more thing that he talked about in the book, and this is when I for sure had to close the book, because I was like, well, how true is this? Because I had a magazine from Essence. Babe, can you bring me my Essence? Can you come here for a second? I see an Essence magazine. Okay, I see an Essence magazine. I want to read something that he said. Put this right here. Right here, right where it say Essence. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read to you. Let me scrape my Let me scrap my my address off of this. I want to read you something he said. This is more so related to marketing, and then we're gonna get into marketing plan, right? Okay, so a thumbs up will with both hands will trigger the fireworks. Okay. It's not working. I'm like, it's not working. But that was cool as hell. Okay. But anyway, this is another segment I want to read from the book that he said. He said, one of the easiest ways to take a glance at Black business development is to look at the advertisers in Essence and Ebony magazines. It is obvious that white companies are very much aware of the potential $1 trillion spent. And it also shows the dismal state of Black business development. In one of the latest issues of Essence magazine, there were 48 full-page ads, and only 2 of them were African-American companies. Let me reread this. Because when he said this, you know, me, I'm a marketing person. I was like, I believe Black people are advertising. Like, get out of here. You know what I mean? And I went and found a Essence magazine. Okay? Because that's what he said. He said Essence. And I was like, all right, let me go look. Let me go verify if this is true or not, right? What is this? Do we own this? Do Black people own Olay? Do Black people use Olay? Yes. But do we own Olay? We don't. So let me reread this. This is why I'm passionate about marketing. Okay? This is why I'm passionate about marketing. This is why I'm passionate about marketing. Okay? One of the easiest ways to take a glance at Black business development is to look at the advertisers in Essence and Ebony magazines. It is obvious that white companies are very much aware of the potential $1 trillion spent. And it also shows the dismal state of Black business development. In one of the latest issues of Essence, there were 48 full-page ads, and only 2 of them were African-American companies. So, let's see. Do we own AT&T? This is soon as you open it up. Boom. The first ads we see for our magazine. For Essence, this is Black folks magazine. Okay, so let's see. The first ad here is for, it don't even show, but it ain't us. And we got AT&T. Now, are we featured in the magazine? Absolutely, but we're more so talking about advertising. Okay, do we own Secret? How many Black-owned deodorant brands you know? Okay, we here as models, but we don't own Secret. Do we own Secret? Do we own Secret? No, we don't. Okay, so let's keep going. And you ain't gotta believe me. Okay, you ain't gotta believe me. Go get your Essence magazine. Go to your local CSV, CVS, or Walgreens, and go look at our magazines. You don't have to believe me. Go look. Okay, let's keep going. Do we own Starbucks? Exactly. We're represented, but no ownership. Exactly. Do we own Starbucks? No? Okay, cool. Just, okay. Do we own sneakers? These are advertisements, by the way. Okay? Okay? Okay. Let's see. Do we own Skechers? Okay? Do a black person own Skechers? And that's the problem. You hit the nail on the head. We're always marketed to because they know we are consumer versus merchants, basically. Right? Now, I'm not going to go through this whole magazine, but you get the point. Okay? If you get the point, put point in the chat. Okay? If you get the point, put point in the chat. Okay? I'm about to bring y'all back up. I just wanted to bring some things to your attention. Okay? And if you all are interested in reading the book, it's called Black Economics, Solutions for Economic and Community Empowerment. Okay? That's the name of the book. Now, let's talk about marketing campaigns. Okay? And I'm going to take a different approach today because normally when I teach this, I just kind of get into it. And I really don't get into the context of why you should be creating campaigns instead of quick promotions. How many of you all believe that marketing is content creation? Put me in the chat. This is no shade. It's all love. I just want to level set the conversation right now. How many of you all believe that content creation is your marketing strategy? Okay? Just put me in the chat. Like, I market, Audria. I create content. I create reels. I post quotes. I post whatever. Fill in the blank, right? How many of you all truly believe that, like, okay, I market my business. I create content. I'm done marketing. How many of you all know that when you market on social media, and if you are a content creator, that you may or may not get as much engagement because we have this thing called algorithms, okay? It's called algorithms. Every single person is affected by algorithm. So what is the algorithm? When you make a post, Facebook get to decide who gets to see it. They get to decide who gets to engage with it. They get to decide how many people see it. How many of you all don't like that? How many of you all have like complained about the algorithm? Including me, I know I have. Like, how many of you all have complained about the algorithm? I can't believe I made a post and it only got 10 people saw it, and only got 5 likes, and I'm seeing people with accounts way bigger than mine get low engagement. So I know it ain't just my account, right? I'm seeing really, really large accounts get engagement. My account is getting low engagement. And you also get to see, low engagement on obviously accounts that are smaller than mine. So why am I saying this? If you know that the algorithm is going to determine how many people get to see it, why are we not creating campaigns so we can control how many people see it? And what I mean by that is you're going to have to spend a little bit of money on advertising. If you have found me through an ad, put ad in the chat. Okay? Okay? Let me know. Put ad in the chat. If you found me through an ad, put ad in the chat. So I'm running an ad right now for a piece of content that I posted. Okay? And the ad that I'm running right now, I was able to get 220 followers. I have, 1,626 likes, 293 saves, 235 shares, 111 comments. Before I put money behind this post, it was actually doing pretty good. I think we had maybe 1,500 views on the ad. I mean, on the post, it had about 1,500. Guess where we are now, right? This joint been played 34,000 times. Okay, I so appreciate you for helping me learn this year. It's been I've been on my ad game this year. That's what's up. That's what's up. The reason why I love advertising is because we get to choose our destiny, and we get to choose how many people we want to get in front of. It's totally dictated by this thing called ad budget. When you go in and you start running ads, and let me say this, if you're anti-ads, why? I really want to know. If you're anti-ads, like, I'm not running ads, I'm going to do what it takes to make sure my content is popping, I don't want to run ads, tell me why. If you're anti-ads, if you don't want to run ads, let me know why. I'm curious. I'm actually curious. I will tell you, one of the fears I had when I started running ads was I didn't want people to talk about how I sound. Because I talk with a little twang. Okay? I talk with a little twang. And it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to be judged for that. I don't want to be judged for that. But guess what? I can't give a shit. I really can't. I cannot get consumed with that. It looks like Instagram brought back the photo share option. Ooh, they did. Ooh. Let me see if I can find what the numbers were before I start running it as an ad. Let's see, y'all. Okay, these were my numbers before the ad. Can y'all see this? Because people think that they don't have the budget, right? I was running ads, but it's expensive and my market is tricky. I run ads, but I don't like it. I get clicks, rarely buys and shares. Yeah, let's see. I used to think if I run ads, it meant I wasn't good enough to gain attention organically. So we're going to talk about that. All right, can y'all see this? Okay, cool. So this was my numbers before I ran ads to it, okay? So before I ran ads to it, this is what the numbers were, okay? This is organic before we start running as an ad. Y'all want to know what it is now? Let me tell you what those insights are now, okay? Because I think if I show you a good before and after, that helps, right? So let me see. I'm trying to see how much of this may get cut off. So I'm gonna pull it in from, I'm just gonna show y'all the numbers. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna have to airdrop this to my phone, but my phone might say connection issues. Okay, just want to let you know so I can put it in my phone. Is y'all cool with that? Just put cool, because I want to show you the after. Okay. Desktop. Number screenshots. Oh my God. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on my phone, and then I want to be able to pull it in. So give me 1 second. Okay, y'all can see me in my back. Okay, damn. Can I move me? Shit. Let me try another image. Let me try another image. Give me 1 second. Okay, can y'all see it now? So I showed you what it was organically, right? So now you can see it's now 293 saves, 235 people sent it to other people, 111 comments, 1,627 people liked it, 34,000 plays. Okay, it reached 30,000 accounts on Instagram, and I think I got 240 followers. 240 followers as a result of running this ad. So I want y'all to know that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get in front of new people. The whole point that we're on social, the reason why people love Reels is because you get discovered by new people. But sometimes Instagram don't always push your stuff out to new people. And that's when you have to be able to take control and run ads so you can get in front of people you want to get in front of, right? So at first I started running the ad. Let me pull it up. At first I started running the ad as a boosted post. But then I was like, I'm not really feeling who they putting in front of, right? I was like, these people ain't really business owners. So then I switched it up. And I said, let me go after, I want to choose who I target. How do you pick which content you want to run ads to? You can run it in the ads manager. Okay? How much do you pay for these ads? Right now I'm spending $50 a day, right? If you don't have $50 a day, then you can spend, hell, I would run this ad $5 a day or $10 a day and just run it every single day. Which moves me to the next thing. Every single person should be taking at least 20% out of every dollar you make to put back into advertising so you can get in front of new people. Okay? At least 20%. So 20% of every dollar you say, okay, cool. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in front of people, right? So let's see. What is, like somebody tell me what you made, how much money you made this week. Excuse me. How much money did you make this week? Let me know. All right, let me look at my thing so I can see how much we made this week. Let me log in. Oh, it's asking me for a code. Let me see if I'm gonna see it. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to see it because I'm on here. Let me just go from my, what's today, Wednesday? So I'm just gonna go with, and if you don't want to do it on a weekly basis, let's just do it on a monthly basis, right? So month today, this is how much money I made in my shop, okay? So okay, let's use these numbers. Okay, so $5,200. So $5,200 this week. Okay, so what is 20% of $5,200? Okay, let's see what that is. So $1,040. Are you cool, Miss Danny, with saving $1,040 for ads? Just put yes in the chat. Are you cool with that? Okay. Are you cool with spending $1,040 towards ads? Now, if you take that and you say, I'm only going to spend $25 a day on Facebook or Instagram ads, right? So let's take the $1,040 and divide that by 30 days, right? That means you can afford to spend, $35 a day based on that number. So if you made $5,200, and this is just 1 week, by the way. So if you made $5,200 in a week and you took 20%, which is $1,040, and if you take that $1,040 and you divide that by 30 days, you can afford to spend $35 a day. Now you might be thinking, that ain't really no money. And I'm here to tell you, it is. All you need is the right person to be like, oh, you was exactly what I needed. Oh my God, I can't believe I found you. Oh my God, I can't believe that, I actually needed XYZ, right? So does that make sense what I'm saying? Now, you got to keep changing your targeting to a hit. And this is the other thing. When we're running ads, y'all, we have to keep in mind how ads work. First, people got to see you. Let me give you an example. So I started seeing an ad in my news feed, right? I started seeing this ad for some body butter, okay? And if you're on TikTok, you probably know who the brand is. But I was on TikTok and I kept seeing people talk about this butter, right? And I'm just like, is it good? So I saw the ad and I swiped up. How many of y'all see ads all the time and be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna keep going, right? So that was one impression. Then I'm on TikTok and I'm still doing what I'm doing. And then I see another ad. It's a different ad creative, but it's selling the same product. Are y'all getting what I'm putting down? Just put me in the chat, okay? So I see the second ad and I'm like, okay, different angle. It's a different come from for this. I'm like, okay, this must be some good damn butter. That's what I was thinking. Another ad, another person that's giving social proof. I'm like, okay, cool. So I keep scrolling. So I scroll again. I get back on another day. I'm looking at like TikTok lives and I say, damn, here go another ad for the same damn butter. I was like, this butter must be off the fucking chain. Okay. So this I saw for the third time. The fourth time I saw it, I said, oh, I might need to check this butter out. So now I'm in interested mode. I'm like, oh, well, let me see if I should get this version or this version. Well, in the ads, they always talk about this kind. So maybe I should start with this. I'm in interested mode. I'm trying to figure this thing out, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Did I buy it? No. I'm just looking at, I'm now on the site looking, I'm in TikTok shop looking at, do I want this flavor or this flavor? So I was like, okay. So I abandoned cart. How many of us have done that? Now, mind you, I seen it 4 times before I clicked. Then once I clicked, I started looking at which options I want, and then I abandoned cart. I was like, all right, whatever. I abandoned cart, whatever. I go back on Instagram. Guess what I see again? Another ad. I was like, fuck it. Let me go and buy it. And now it's on the way in the mail to me. So did you just witness how people think when they're considering what they want to buy? And we do this every single time. What you all want to happen is people see your ad today and you want them to buy today. Do you know how many people have been coming to my live streams, following me on social media, liking every post, looking at every story before they join the lunch circle? You know how many people who had their friend had to tell them about me 10, 15 times before they buy my book? So you got to keep in mind that like people aren't going to see your ad the first day and give you money instantly. They don't know you. Okay, so let me make it a lot more clear, right? How do you feel, right? Hey, Danielle. How do y'all feel? Okay. I'm finna tell you. Have you ever been to the grocery store? Not grocery store, the gas station. Okay? And that random person outside with their thing they want to sell you. Hey, I got my thing to sell you. Here go my thing. You want to buy my thing? And they like this in your face. You be like, bruh, god damn, what are you selling? You know, let me tell you about this thing I got today. You can have it for, $20 if you want. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't need a calculator. I'm here to get a drink. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to get a drink. I don't want the calculator, bro. And it's just like, you just like, look, it's the color. What is it? I'm like, man, bruh, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm here to get a drink. Okay? I'm here to get a drink. So, it works the same way on social media, y'all. We are the dude at the gas station. When we put these ads in front of people that they didn't ask for, when they came on social media to like let loose, look at some stories, look at some drama, entertain themselves, watch some entertaining content, they was not expecting us to be like, hey, wait. I got something to sell you. Hey, my name is Audria Richmond. You should come to my page and get my book. Hey, I'm going to teach you how to market. Like that. Like we that dude at the gas station. We that dude at the gas station. Okay? So when you say, how many people supposed to see my ad and how many times and this, that, and the third, like you have to keep in mind that people are not looking to spend money when they get on social media. Okay? They just not. They just not. Right? So when they do get on social media, your ad got to be compelling enough for people to stop what they came here to do just to spend money with you. Okay? Like if I came here to get my ha-ha on and you interrupting my experience with your ad to sell me something, you better be worth me stopping and paying attention. Right? That has a lot to do with your ad creative. Has a lot to do with your saying. It has a lot to do with your offer. It has a lot to do with the price. It has a lot to do with all of that. So, nevertheless, we market to be made aware of. We market for people to make a decision on whether or not they want to do business with us. And we market to be seen by new people who don't even know we exist. That's why we market. And then the last reason we market is to obviously get sales. And so if your first goal is to get sales with your first ad right out the gate, we have a bigger problem. Okay? Because people need to see it multiple times. And this is why there is no there's no start and end date for advertising. We really should be advertising every single day. We have to get to the point where something has to be in front of people every single day. And today, one, get sick of seeing us, or two, make a decision. You know what? Let me give them a try, right? Let me give them a try. So the reason I'm saying that is because it's so important, right? So I know it took me a minute to get here, but I want to talk about what you should include in your marketing campaign once you have made the decision that you're going to do it. Okay? So I recently was hired to do a marketing campaign for a client. Okay? Let me pull it up. Is this it? All of it. Babe, can you bring my purse? Excuse me. Yep, the backpack purse. I thought I brought it in here. I must did. Yeah, I thought I brought it in here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can fold the client information off of this. Okay. So I was recently hired to create a marketing plan for a client. Okay. Let me remove some information from this. Okay. Okay. So I was recently hired to do a marketing plan for a client. And this client is launching a new project. I cannot reveal it until it's out. But she's working on a project and she was like, hey, I'm about to launch XYZ. Can you, help us ideate on some marketing ideas on how we could put it out there? And we they needed a pre, during, and post marketing campaign. So basically, what do we do before this thing come out? And what do we do when it's out? And then what do we do post-launch? Okay. Now, if you all want this in detail, you can grab my book, UnCloned Marketing, and I break it down to the down in the book. Okay. So you can type BB in the chat if you're interested in grabbing my book. The name of this book is called UnCloned Marketing, How to Challenge the Norms for Profitable Marketing Campaigns. So if you're interested in grabbing the book, you can type BB in the chat. If you already have the book, then you want to go back and reference chapter. Hopefully you read the whole book so you can have context. But inside of the book, we actually give you a like pretty much everything you need to put in your marketing campaign. It's like literally the top 20 things you need to put in your marketing campaign. It starts on page 168. Thank you so much. You can type BB in the chat if you don't have it. And if you want to get it, you can type BB in the chat. All right. And this is what I'll do. I will put the book bundle on sale real quick. So if you get the book bundle, I will throw it on sale real quick. I'm gonna make it $25. It's normally $50, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it $25. I'll make it $25 real quick. So if you hear live and you want access to it, you can type in BB in the chat. And when you go to checkout, you have until the end of this live stream to get it. After this live stream, it's going to revert back to what it is. So if you want it, you can type BB in the chat and go get it. All right. So there you have it. You can get all three of my books. That's not just this book. All three of my books. So I don't know where my UnCloned Life book is, but you get my first book, which is Are You Ready for the Yes? You got UnCloned Marketing. And then I have another book called UnCloned Life. But you get all three of my books for $25. Like, that's literally like the cost of one, to be honest. But anyway, you can type BB in the chat. Go grab it while we live. So anyway, I was live. My client reached out to me and she was like, hey, I need you to write me a marketing plan, right? I'm launching this project, so on and so forth, right? Y'all want to see how many pages her marketing plan is? It took me 6 hours to write this. But that does not include strategy, studying, all of that. This is just me sitting down and creating a project plan, okay? That's what I was doing, just typing it up. I was like this. Like, type it up. I love marketing. Okay. Can you wait a little after the live? I'm on my way home. Yeah, absolutely. I can give you like 5 minutes, 10 minutes after the live. I got you. Okay. So check this out. It was 6 hours to write it. That's just to write it. That was not to ideate it or nothing. We had a whole, I spent time strategizing ideas to present to the client. And once the client approved those ideas, then I turned it into a project plan. Okay. So look at all these pages. Okay. Y'all see that? All the project plans, all the stuff to do, right? So it's like a big checklist of what to put in their project management software. You see this? Do this. For idea number 1, do this. You need this many graphics. You need this many things. When you post on this day, say this. When you put this up for this day, make sure you include this. On this day, make sure you put this on here. You're going to need these people to hire. You're going to need this, that, and the third, right? Hey, on launch day, make sure that your event planner does X, Y, and Z. So on and so forth. Hey, matter of fact, your marketing manager, make sure she does blah, blah, blah. Okay? And boom. After the event, create this many funnels. And this is what you want to do with each funnel. And when you put the video on YouTube, make sure you include this type of thumbnail. This is what you should do the day after that video go live. This is how you bring more people to this YouTube series after that. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Just put yes in the chat, right? So that's essentially what this plan is. So this is the plan. Okay? This is all of the stuff. Okay? Y'all see that, right? And this is the content calendar. Okay? The content calendar for 90 days. I think 4 months. This is the content calendar, right? I can't obviously show you the content, the content calendar, but this is the content plan. On this day, post this. On this day, post that. This is how thorough y'all need to be. Let me show you another client marketing campaign that I did. This is another one. Okay? And I believe this one was for 90 days. All right? So, check this out. So, this is how detailed it be. So when we say, this is what it takes to launch, this is what it takes. So, it depends. So, I have one client who paid me $10,000 to write the plan. And then this client paid, I really gave her a discount, so I'm not going to give y'all that price, but it's $10,000. So that's just the starting rate. It depends on the complexity of the project, right? So that was $10,000. Now, if you all want the book that walk you through what you should include in it, then head over to, type in BB. But I'm going to tell you real quick, and I've never done this on the live. I've always made people go get the book, so I'm not going to get into the details, but I am going to tell you what you should include. Okay? All right, so y'all ready for the 20 things you should include in every marketing campaign? I'm not going to go into get the details. I'm not going to give you context. You got to get the book for context. But I will tell you the 20 things every marketing plan should include. If you're ready, put ready in the chat. All right? I'm going to tell you real quick. If you want to get the context and the details, make sure you check that out. Can you realistically launch an in-person event within 8 weeks brand new? Depending on how aggressive you are with your marketing, it depends on how many people you want at your event. It depends on the ticket price. It depends on if you have an audience or not. It depends on the price point of the tickets. It depends on, are people traveling in town? Is it just a local thing? It depends on if it's a one-day event or multiple days. There's a lot of depends, as you can see. So I would need to more details about the event to give you context. All right. So let's go over the 20 things that every marketing plan should include. Number 1, you should have a reason. Okay. It's purpose of marketing campaign. So the purpose of your campaign. Why are we doing this? Right? Why are we doing this marketing campaign? So a purpose. The second thing, your idea. What is the big idea? I'm going to launch this XYZ thing. Why am I doing it? What is the big deal, right? Like, why am I taking time out to create this thing, right? That to me is the first thing, right? So purpose of your campaign. Number 2 is your idea. Like, what is the big idea behind your campaign? The next thing you want to know is your mission, vision, and why for the marketing campaign. If you have the book, I am reading from page 174. If you have the book, I am reading from page 174. Okay? I'm reading from page 174. So, purpose of campaign, your idea, what's your mission, vision, and why? The next one is, what does success look like for you? Okay? What does success look like for you? So if you're thinking to yourself like, oh, well, what does success look like? Like, seriously, what does success look like? Is it a certain amount of money? Is there, like, what does success look like? You need to define that. Because if you don't define success, you don't know if it's working or not. You don't know if your marketing campaign is working. So you have to define what does success look like. All right. The next thing, goals and objectives. Okay. Goals and objectives. What are the goals and objectives of this marketing campaign? The next thing, you need to know who you are targeting and the situation. Who are you targeting and the situation? The reason I say who you're targeting the situation is because depending on what you sell, who you sell to may be more situational than demographic and psychographic. So how many times have y'all heard people say like, hey, you've probably heard people say things like, are you targeting women between the ages of 25 to da-da-da who read XYZ magazine? Sometimes it ain't that goddamn detail. Sometimes it's about a person being in a situation. Like, I want to sell to women who just got married and don't know how to be a wife. That's situational. I want to sell to Black men who want to learn how to create a financial portfolio to build a legacy for their family. That's situational. Because that has nothing to do with what they read. When we start talking about like what they read, how old they are, the psychographics and all of that stuff, that's really where it comes into play from a targeting perspective. So if you wanted to get in front of any of these two demographics, that has a huge part on whether or not am I going to market on LinkedIn, am I going to market on Instagram, am I going to market on Facebook? Okay, when I do go into these platforms, am I going to pick between this and this and this? Does it make sense, everybody? Just put yes in the chat. Okay, cool. So target audience and target situation. The next thing, how do you plan to test your idea and your market research? Oftentimes we'll put an idea out there and we don't know if it's going to work. Okay. Sometimes, right? Thank you. Coco Love Lifestyle. Okay. A lot of my stuff is trademarked, just FYI. She is absolutely correct. Okay. So target audience and target situation. The next thing, so we talked about how do you plan to test your idea and market research? How do you know people want this? What you don't want to do is go and lose your shirt creating something that you have not validated. Because we quick to do that. We quick to put all our money into stuff and we don't validate. Like, there was a young lady who went viral on TikTok. Not TikTok, but Instagram. She went viral on Instagram. And she was building out a type of business. I don't want to disclose the type of business. But she was building out a type of business. And the business that she was building out, she did not have a team for. So the next post was, hey, I'm looking for people who want to work in my new place. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, this is backwards. Like, why would you not have people before you go out and build out this entire infrastructure for this business, right? So, can you all not hear me? Just put yes or no. It may be you. I'm not sure. Am I breaking up? Am I not clear? Let me know before I continue. Let me know. We're going to get to the rest of it. Let me know. Can you all hear me? Put yes or no in the chat. Okay, thank you. So it may be on your end. Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so let's move on. All right. The next one. What type of offer are you selling? Okay. What type of offer are you selling? Are you selling a product, service, event, or experience? What type of offer? There's 4 types: product, service, event, or experience. And then the 5th one is hybrid. It may be a hybrid of these 4. But most likely, you're either selling a service, a product, an event, or an experience. What are you selling? Okay? All right. The next thing is you want to have the details of your paid offer. Okay? If you want more context on what are the details I'm talking about, get the book. Okay? You type BB in the chat. You can go to the shop. You get all 3 of my books for $25 by typing BB in the chat. And there you have it. All right. Now, the next one is, how do you plan to wow and onboard your clients? So when somebody buys your product, service, event, experience, or a hybrid of those 4, how do you plan to onboard them? You need to be thinking about this. If somebody buy my thing, what's the next thing I'm going to do as soon as they buy? How do I plan to greet them, welcome them, so on and so forth? All right. The next thing, what type of lead magnet or launch style are you going to use? So in the book, I talk about what's your type of free offer, aka lead magnet, but we reference it now inside the launch circle as launch style. So inside the UnCloned Launch Circle, we teach 16 ways to attract people to your offer, and you can choose whichever makes sense for your business. All right. So inside the launch circle, I'm gonna tell you all of those. Give me 1 second. Let me go to the site so I can tell you the 16 ways that you can. And keep in mind, you can always do a combination of these, but we teach this inside the launch circle. All right. Waiting on this to come up. Give me 1 second. So if you are inside the launch circle, we go over the 16 ways to launch your thing. Let me close this out. I'll come back to this because I'm waiting on it to come up. Okay, so I'll come back to that while it's loading. But anyway, when we talk about your lead magnet or how you plan to do it, we're more so talking about, like, are you going to use a challenge, a webinar, a sales event, an event? Like, how are you planning on attracting people to your offer? That's essentially what we're talking about. The next thing, what's your traffic and promotional strategy? How do you plan to bring traffic into your thing? Now, if you pick the launch style, that is the vehicle for how you plan to bring traffic. Like, where do you plan on, like, running ads? Where do you plan on advertising? Where do you plan on posting about this? Where do you plan on putting it out, right? The next thing, you need your launch dates and other and very important dates. So not only do you need your launch dates, but you also need the other dates. That's super important. My client launch plan has so many dates. It's not just about the day you're going to launch, but if you say you're doing let's say a 3-day challenge, what are the dates of the challenge? What time are the challenges happening? What day do you need to have your graphics done? What day, if you're going to bring a guest speaker, what day do that person need to come on? Like, there's way more important dates than just your launch date. But your launch date allow you to work yourself backwards so you will know, like, how much space do I have in order to get this done. Okay? All right. So the next thing, you need to know your numbers before you launch. Okay? You need to know your numbers before you launch. I'm trying to see if I put that in my launch planner. Let me see. This is our planner that we sell. You get it free when you join the launch circle. But inside of here, we give you, like, all the worksheets. And if you're not writing in your planner, I don't want to hear that. Okay? If you're not writing in your planner, I don't want to hear that. Okay? So you want to track your numbers before your launch. And this is what I mean by track your numbers. If you have the launch planner, you could do this. Okay? We already got you the whole worksheet. But you want to track your KPIs. So you want to know, where are my numbers before I launch? Right? So this is crazy. I'm looking at these numbers from when we launched this, and, like, our numbers have grown drastically since then. Definitely my email list. But anyway, you want to like know, like, where am I before I launch? Because how are you supposed to know? Right now I'm using the launch planner. If you're in the launch circle, you got this. We inside of this section here. The pre-live launch. That's the section we're in. Okay? And then you put your snapshot of your numbers. See? Boom. This one is a little raggedy because, this is the one I use to launch the planners. Okay. So, going back to this. Okay, so you want to know your numbers. You want to snapshot and audit your numbers. Like, where are your numbers before you launched? Okay. The next thing, you want to make a list of all your promotional activities, right? That's the next one. The next one, you need assets. Okay, that's pretty much is the planner for sale outside of your program. Yes. Let me give you a disclaimer real quick. If you join a launch circle, you get it free. But if you don't want to be in a program, you can pay $2,000 for it. So, it's not just the planner, it's also the course that you get with it. It's an entire, course program to go with it. So if you go to audriarichmond.shop, you can get the UnCloned Launch System for $2,000. If you I don't want to pay $2,000, I would rather just get the planner free, then join us inside the launch circle. It's my little bribe. Have y'all noticed that? I really want you to be in the launch circle. But the reason we want people to be in the launch circle, because you're not just going to get the planner and just know how to run it. You're not going to get the planner and know how to work through it. Like, I created it. So I know that you're going to need a little bit of hand holding and understanding of how to use it. Because essentially, y'all want to know what this is? The $10,000 plan that my client paid me to do, it's this planner. Literally. It's this planner. Seriously. So when I say, what is the mission for your campaign? Boom. The launch circle is $247 a month at the time of this recording. And the reason I say that is because my account keep asking me to go up on the price to $500 a month. That's what she wanted to be. And honestly, that's what it should be. And the reason I want to go up on the price, because I'm tired of attracting tire kickers. I really am. People join the launch circle all hyped up, then it fizzle out. They get frustrated with the process and then they quit. I'm really sick and tired of attracting tire kickers. So, and I think a lot of it has to do with how cheap it is. $247 a month is not a lot of money to me. Okay. So I think if I go up to $500, I can start attracting a more elite entrepreneur who don't complain about this shit and how it works. But that's a whole nother story. So anyway, inside of her project plan, we go over what's the mission and vision for your campaign, right? So if you go to launch details inside of the planner, this is what we talk about. What is the purpose of your marketing campaign? It's in the planner. Guess what I wrote on the plan? What is the purpose of your marketing planner? Does that make sense? So it's literally just a planner version of me writing it down. Okay? So just know that even if you don't want to write in the planner, hold on, y'all. Even if you don't want to write in the planner, just type it up in a Word doc. Because some of y'all don't want to write it in anyway. But I like the worksheets because they pretty. You know what I mean? But anyway, so assets for each of your launch. So every marketing campaigns have these 5 categories. Okay? So every campaign will have copy. Okay? Every campaign will have copy, graphics, website pages, automation, tech, and tools. Okay? Every campaign. It don't matter what campaign you do. Okay? It don't matter what campaign you do. It will always have copy, graphics, photography, video, website pages, and automation. It don't matter what campaign. Okay? I don't care how simple the campaign is. You will always have copy, graphics, photography, video, website pages, and automation. It's probably more than 5. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 6 things. Okay. Cool. So we inside the planner, we break it down like this. You know, for your graphics, will you need this type of graphics? For your this, you will need this. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Cool beans. Moving on. You need to know your production team and budget needed. Okay. Production team and budget needed. Who do you need on your team if you don't have the skills? And what type of budget are you going to have for your marketing campaign? The next thing, you need to schedule all of your promotional activities. So now you already have the list of your promotional activities. Now you want to schedule them. The next thing, how do you plan to track your sales? Okay? How do you plan to track your sales? Inside the planner, we teach you how to track it. But how you track that? The next thing, how do you track all of your launch activities? Okay? And there you have it. Those are all the 20. So real quick, purpose of your campaign, your idea, your mission, vision, and why. What would success look like? Goals and objectives. Target audience / target situation. How do you plan to test your idea and market research? Type of paid offer. Details of summary of your paid offer. How do you plan to wow and onboard your new clients and customers? Type of free offer, aka launch circle, aka launch style. Traffic and promotional strategy. Launch dates and other important dates. Snapshot and out of your numbers before you launch. List of promotional activities. Assets for each phase of your launch. Production team and budget needed. Schedule and dates for all promotional activities. How you plan to track all of your sales, and how do you plan to track your launch activities? Those are the 20 things. If you want context, it's in the book. You can type BB in the chat. All right. Now, how many of y'all think they're like, damn, that's a lot of work? Just be honest. That's a lot, Audria. You mean to tell me I just can't post a reel and make millions of dollars? Let me say this. I know that launching is a lot of work. And I know that launching is hard for some. And I also understand that launching is a luxury. You get what I'm saying? But I also know that you can have amazing paydays, right? You can have you can make a lot of money from launching. And you don't need a big budget. Because my first marketing campaign, I think I spent maybe $100 on ads. Because I was totally freaking broke back then. I maybe spent $100 on ads. I attracted a few people. And those few people went on to help me make my first 6 figures. So why am I saying that? It's because, yes, it's a lot of work. If you want to have big paydays, it's a lot of work. However, if you cool with making a little trinket here, a little trinket here, and a little trinket here, just keep doing what you're doing. You can just get the book and incorporate a few of those things and keep it moving. But one thing I will say, for those who want to slow down and spend time creating marketing campaigns that are extremely fruitful, then, you can tap in. All right. So do we have any questions? If so, we're going to take some questions and go from there. All right. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. I thought this tool I had on my website wasn't working. It is working. I don't like the way these reviews look, but they are on here. All right. But it's time for me to boss up and go ahead and get in the launch circle. Absolutely. Come and join us. You can type ULC in the chat if you're interested in joining us inside the launch circle. When you join the launch circle, you get our UnCloned Launch Planner for free, along with our flagship course. And we also teach you 16 different launch styles. I don't know why this is not coming up. Let me go inside the portal and share with y'all what that is. All right, so let me go inside the launch circle and tell you the different launch styles that are in there. Okay, so inside the launch circle, we teach you 16 different launch styles. All of the launch styles come with a strategy training, a lookbook, a tech list, and a checklist. Okay? So so think of each launch style as a strategy. It's a full-blown strategy. It's like having baby Audria strategize with you and help you make through those decisions. And then you can use the lookbook for inspiration, the checklist for what to do, and the tech list for understanding what technology you need. Okay? If you're interested, you can type in ULC in the chat, or you can click the link in my bio. All right? But these are the 16 strategies that we teach inside the Launch Circle. One-on-one calls, live webinars, live challenges, live streaming, e-commerce sales event, automated webinars, audio series, video series, speaking launch style, live video tours, social media and content launch style, online events, offline events, original content and launch style, partnerships launch style, and new physical product. I believe, Danny, I believe that you said that you are hosting an event. We teach both types of events. We teach online events, how to put on like a virtual event, and then the second thing we teach is offline events. So offline events is cool because I just hosted my first in-person event last year. It was big time. And so check it out, because like inside the Launch Circle, we give you my run a show. We give you our event guide, our travel planner, everything you needed to know to do your strategy training. We also give you, it's super detailed. That's why I say I need to go up on the price. That's why I need to go up on the price. My payment failed, and other payment options don't have Canada on there. You are in Canada. Do we have it set up for international? I thought we did. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. If you have any questions, y'all can put them in the chat. Let's see. Let me see. The Launch Circle. Let me make sure it's set up for international. Canada in the building. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, Canada is on here. Canada is on here. You said so we got Canada and United States. So you said you are in Canada trying to check out? Just shoot me a DM. We can troubleshoot after the live. But Canada is on here. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's a physical product, Canada, United States. They're both on here. So, not sure why it's not working. So yeah, just send me a DM. We can chit chat about it. So let me close this out. Okay. So let's answer some questions. Should you start printing before having your product? This is an effort of preparing customers for your product. Should you start printing before having your product? Give me. What do you mean printing? What are we printing? What are we printing? Give me more context for that question. Give me more context for that question. Also, if you all are interested in the book bundle, make sure you go ahead and tap in. All right. And for those who got the book bundle, thank you for your purchase. I appreciate it. All right. Promoting, not printing. Oh, okay. I was like, printing. Okay, cool. Should you start promoting before having your product? This is an effort of preparing customers for your product. You could do pre-order, but you got to be crystal clear on what's going to happen. Like, do you have your inventory on hand? Do you know the actual date you're going to get it? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, you got to be crystal clear around playing around with pre-order. Because pre-order will get you messed up if you don't understand when your products are coming in, how long it's going to take your vendor to prepare the product, and if you don't have the details to tell people about it. So just keep that in mind, that it's super, super duper important for you to understand the logistics of your pre-order. We've done 2 types of pre-orders. When this book came out, we did a pre-order. And when this planner came out, we did a pre-order. So I would just tell you from experience that, man, you can't play around with that. So if you are going to pre-order, you need to be crystal clear about all the logistics. How much shipping going to cost, how much it's going to cost to get it overseas. If you're ordering from overseas, you're going to have to be crystal clear around all of the logistics and details if you're going to do pre-order. Okay. All right. Any more questions? And I'm glad to see that Instagram brought back this little graphic situation. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, cool. So we are going to call it a day. If you all don't have any questions, was this helpful? Just put yes in the chat. All right. Let me know if this was helpful. If this was helpful, put yes in the chat and we will go from there. Also, shout out to everybody who ordered a book bundle. We will be shipping it out in the morning. So just want to let y'all know, okay? If you were doing fitness and nutrition guide for busy moms, how would you run that as a Facebook ad? I would literally say it just the way you just said it. Attention busy moms, blah, 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 blah. Like I would literally say that exact thing in my advertising. That like you already have the perfect messaging. You've already made it crystal clear. And so I would literally put that in my advertising. Attention busy moms, blah, 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 blah. Like just, write it out that way. So that's what I would put in the ad. So hopefully that's helpful. So anywho, thank you all so much for tuning into this live stream. I pray that it was helpful. It gave you some insight. And hopefully I lit a fire under your ass so you could go and be great. All right. Hey, Steven, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. Let me know. Okay. Let me know if, I really want to see y'all be great. I'm so passionate about this. And if I'm being super transparent, serving us can be hard. Okay. Serving us can be hard. Trying to help Black people win is hard because you have to go against so much shit that we deal with just on a daily basis being Black, right? Like, you got to deal with all of the mindset stuff that we have. You have to deal with all the trauma we've been through. We have to deal with being behind as a race. We have to deal with, the things that's against us. We have to deal with the lack thereof. So like serving us can be hard. And, getting us to believe that it's possible and selling you all on the fact that it's possible, that's hard. When we sell to us, when Black people sell to Black people, we have to work way harder than selling to any other race or any other group, right? When we sell to other races, when you see other races selling to each other, it's like night and day. It's normal. But selling to us, it's like people be, they having they arms folded. Who are you? Why should I give my money to you? Where do you come from? Tell me more. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is going to work. It's just like a lot of attitude, a lot of trauma, really. So selling to us is hard. And because it's hard, I be wanting to give up sometimes. I ain't even going to hold you. I've been doing this shit a long time. I've been doing it for 15 years. Okay? 15 going on 16 years. I've been doing this shit for almost 16 years. And I will tell you, every day I think about, like, literally having a closeout sale, licensing the rights to my IP to a firm, and getting out of this shit. Like, for real. Because it's so hard to tell us every single day that we are amazing, that we got this, that we can do it, and that, people want what it is that you have. we need more people to know you exist. We need more people to see your products and services. We need more people to be able to buy what it is that you have. We need you to show up more. We need you to lead more. We need you to hire people. We need you to grow your business. We need you to not quit. We need you to not get frustrated. We need you to not show up. You know what I mean? Like we can't afford for you not to show up. So, whew, I be like, man, every day I be like, bruh. Every day I be like, bruh, they trying me. Real talk. They trying me, bro. And let me say this. When people exit your programs, which is inevitable, okay? When people exit your programs, it is inevitable, right? Like, people ain't going to be with you forever. I get it. But when people leave your programs, they say really fucked up shit. Like, I'm one of unfortunately, my business is not big enough where I don't not see things, right? And so when people exit your programs, I guess they think that they what they say go into the ether. And if I'm being super transparent today, I saw a couple of emails today and I was just like, wow, people be really saying some fucked up shit. I be like, damn, that's how you feel, sis? Okay, peace out. It hurts because I have this huge heart. I want to see people win. I know I show up for my people if they show up for themselves. And it gets frustrating. I ain't gonna lie to you. It get really fucking frustrating. So, every day, my husband has to pat me on the back and be like, you got this. You got this, You're awesome. You're amazing. Just like y'all need to be motivated and inspired, I need to be motivated and inspired. So let's see. How would you do an ad for a book on handling challenges that come with fertility issues? The same way any book is being advertised currently, right? Books are pretty easy to sell if it's very direct. If your title of your book is strong and you have a good enough caption, it's just a matter of putting it in front of the right people who would actually need your book, right? So selling books are pretty easy. You really could probably take whatever your Amazon description is and run it as an ad. Hey, attention, moms or women who are dealing with fertility issues. Inside of my book, I cover blah, 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 blah. Click here to grab it now, right? So you may have to incentivize people if you want to, but if not, you can just run it straight to a sales page that's very detailed about what it is. Okay. Well, we are ready to tussle, right? And my people, when, normally I don't try to, complain, if you will. I try to figure it out, not try to come to the internet with my shit all the time. But sometimes, I need people to know, man, y'all be hurting my feelings. And I don't like that. I mean, I'm growing in leadership and I know I'm getting to a point where I can't always disclose it because you don't know how these, the CEOs of these big companies feel. But man, people be really hurting my feelings. Might be in my feelings. I'm a Cancer too. I have a big heart. And so I be in my feelings. I be like, I can't believe they said that. My feelings be hurt, baby. Let's see. I have an event in 30 days in Dallas. What's the best way to advertise? Pick one, wherever you're going to be advertising, and just run whatever the flyer is straight to the page. If you look for a little bit more strategy, I highly recommend you join the Lunch Circle. That way you can come to the Q&A calls and we can ask you some questions. Morgan, I already know you be like F them. I already know. Morgan, she don't play. Danielle don't play. Claude don't play. Y'all don't play when it come to me. And I do. And this is another thing I'll say. When you have a bad day in business, it's very important to remember the people who love you. Okay? Remember the people who love you. If you spend too much time on the people who left for whatever reason, and you spend too much time focusing on those people, it can overshadow the people who actually do love you, who actually do care, who actually do love your brand. So You have to be okay with people falling in and out of love with your brand, with your product or service, what you sell. And you show up for people in the season in which they utilize you. And when they're done with you, be cool with that too. And I think for me personally, that's where I am maturing in that area. I'm maturing in that area. So, yeah. So just, and I have to remind myself, like, this is like 2 or 3 people. Why are you concerned with them? Like, why are you so hell bent on? And you know, it kind of comes from this idea of like, I want to save people. It's that Captain Save a Whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I want to save people. Oh, please don't leave. I can help you. Why? Just give me 1 more month. Just come to 1 more call. I can help you. Don't quit. But you know, people have a right. So people have a right to leave. They have a right to choose other people. And I remember she said she don't want to be saved. Well, I'm thinking about Project Pat. But yeah, like I be really out here trying to save folks, and I be like, man, let these folk go. Let these folk go. Are you an empath? I probably am. You probably don't even know it. Let me Google that. I think it means like a person that like embodies other people's shit. I think that's what empath is. My empathy is through the roof. I'll be like, oh my God. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. A person who is highly attuned to the energies and emotions of those around them may be considered an empath. Well, I probably am then. I probably am. Shit. I get emotional about every goddamn thing. So probably is. A person who is highly attuned to the emotions around them. Let me see if there's another. In psychology, empaths are people who have higher than user level of empathy. Oh my God. Yes, that is me. I am them. That is me. I be getting so wrapped up in folks, baby. Man, baby. Look, every time I say something, Morgan be like, F the folks. I be like, no, I really want to help them. I just want to help them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I probably need like 3 security officers to protect myself, cause like I totally be in my feelings. I made a post about that today. I said, this is what I wrote on my Facebook. Hold on. I'm with Morgan. We need to meet. I know, right? Me too. I gotta chill to remind myself I can't save everybody. I know, right? So let me read y'all what I said. I said, it's amazing how fast your mood can change. I need an assistant so I can stop seeing stuff that hurt my feelings. At this point, I have to laugh. And the reason I say that is because, you know, I'm a very active CEO. So every single thing, good and bad, come across my desk. I am privy to everything in my business. So if somebody cancel, I see it. If somebody join, I see it. If somebody has a failed payment, I see it. I see everything. So because I see everything, I'm like, man, I really need like 2 to 3 layers of people before I see it. Like, I just need to see dashboards, because when I see names, I get attached. I get attached very easily. So I be loving on folks. I be want to see everybody win. I be want to see everybody like go to the next level, and yeah, I gotta work on that. And then what you say? And I said, point them out. I already know you and Danielle was ready to tussle in the chat. I was like, what's going on? I'm here for it. Hey Z, what's up? Hey Z, what's going on, boo? How you been? Yeah, like in corporate, the senior leadership don't see stuff. I know, right? Like, that's what I need. I need to not see stuff. Well, I feel like this live just turned into a therapy session. No, I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, it's going to be, you're going to have days like this. If you plan on being a business owner forever, which I plan on being a business owner forever, you're going to have to learn how to deal with your emotions. You're going to have to learn how to deal with your feelings. You're going to have to learn how to deal with things that go your way and don't go your way. So like, I just appreciate y'all sticking around, us chit-chatting and this, that, and the thing. Because as you can see, I ain't always tough. I have a heart. I have feelings. I experience things. So, anywho, thank you all so much for tuning in. Because what we not going to do is play about Audria. I know, Morgan. Look, I already know. 10 toes down. Look, y'all the reason why I still show up. Because, baby, if it weren't for y'all, I'd be like... to hell with this. I'm going to get a job. I can't take this shit no more. But anyway. Oh my God, I'm exactly like you. I would take it personally when I see somebody else subscribe. I know. Look, and don't let nobody else subscribe. Oh my God. I still ain't got over unsubscribes, baby. People will unsubscribe in a minute and then mark you spam. How you marking me spam, bruh, and you opted in for my free shit? Like, I don't get it. How you gonna unsubscribe for some shit you asked for free? Like, I feel like you took something from me and then blame me for taking it. Like, this don't even make sense. Like, you literally came to my website, bro. You literally, like, opted in for this. You literally, like, put your information in and said, I want this. And then now I'm spam? Oh my God. Y'all are cruel. Like, God damn. Y'all cruel as hell. So anyway, I have to get over it. I would get over it. I'm still gonna send these emails. I'm still gonna put my stuff out there. I still gotta keep trucking. Okay? Right. Or you being nosy, putting in wrong information. Just like, let me see what this is, you know. So anyway, if you all are interested in grabbing the UnCloned book bundle, I will keep the sale up to 10/30. So you can type BB in the chat if you're interested. You get all 3 of my books for $25. You can just type BB in the chat. I will keep it on sale to 10/30. If you're interested in grabbing it, just hurry up and type BB so I can end the live. And then we go from there. But I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in to this late live stream. I'm glad that you all were able to hop on. We was able to chit chat, have a good time. I appreciate you all for, following the brand, loving the brand, staying tapped in, and reminding me why I'm doing this, right? Just reminding me of why I do this work, reminding me of why I'm showing up. So basically, everybody can get all 3 of my books for 25 bones. So if y'all want the books, you can type BB in the chat and go from there. And if not, that's cool too. So anywho, thank you all so much for tuning into the live stream. Until next time, y'all, let's go build an uncloned life and build an uncloned brand, right? Bye, y'all.